glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
塔利现在有个大麻烦了啊！这个 Quarian 的上将议会指控塔利是一个叛徒。
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
这个指控是上将议会亲自当这个审判员，然后如果指控成立定罪的话，那么被指控的 Quarian 的这个责罚是流放。其实这个责罚比死刑还要狠，因为流放的话，其实相当于你往哪儿去吧，就这种感觉。Quarian 本身也是一个穷，因为一直在宇宙游牧，其实挺穷的。
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
然后现在塔利不知道自己为什么被指控。
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
流放还有一个就是他们的流放还有考虑就是，Quarian 的移民船团的资源非常有限。一代的时候提过，很多那个船的维修都是用废旧零件的，所以从他们船团的角度考虑，就是基本不可能有资源去做监狱的，这简直不现实。另外，那个流放的话，如果这帮流放的还能活下来，而且如果甚至还能有孩子的话，他们的孩子是可以回去的。
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians.
Oh.
She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
首先提两点，第一点是很少有 Quarian 会被指控叛徒，因为 Quarian 的那个文化形态基本不可能说是有这个主动叛变的，所以包括塔利提到的上一个被指控叛变的人，其实也不是主动的想要做叛变的行为，更多的是被人骗了。
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
这个移民船团，你可以想象一下，更像一个大家庭嘛。所以这种指控更多的就是一个不怎么愉快的家庭会议。
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Help Tali。好，我操！你们现在移民船团那么远，都快出去了呀！停，2个恒星吗？我操！这个我之前玩的时候真没注意过。双星系统，而且是2个都是白的，这都快炸了吧！移民船团的总人口是1700万，有5万艘船，大大小小的飞船5万艘，是银河系里已知的最大规模的舰队。看一下这个 Garrus 这身衣服换成啥样？哎，这个颜色的，带着 Garrus。塔里这代塔里还没用过，这代的这个菲克非常的不好用，并不是说游戏性上不好用，而是这一代玩到现在你见到很少有机械单位，而且玩到现在的话，其实游戏已经进入后半了，你才能拿到塔里，之前的那些机甲都没用，对吧？第一个是技能伤害，第二个是武器伤害。技能伤害，这个无人机是什么效果来着？
Tali'Zorah Vasniman Raya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali'Zorah.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Tali'Zorah told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
原来这个 Quarian， 说来也是，移民船团你要想让其他的外来的飞船进入的话，这种安全措施肯定要有。刚才一大安全措施就是对暗号，先来一句天文盖地虎。
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
他的感觉就是 Shepard， 这是我们的古训，不要问就行了。
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
指控的内容是塔利带着一个活的 gas 上船了，这事儿我们怎么不知道呢？
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali'Zorah under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
塔利说是他一直在暗中的把一些 gas 的材料送回来，说是他爹的研究需要这些东西。这个指控应该就跟这个有关系，可能里面有的材料相当于是 gas 活体，因为 gas 其实是个软件，跟它那个外形没什么太大关系。因为只要激活的话，相当于可以认为是个 gas 活体了。
You should speak with Admiral Ran. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Tali'Zorah with such a thing.
塔利人缘还是不错的，大家都不信。
If Tali'Zorah can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Tali'Zorah vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
你想象一下，在这个 Quarian 这个移民传统的文化里面，就是相当于我们人类也是，我们那个塔利被指控是个叛徒，我们需要回来为塔利证明。然后面前的这位 Quarian 是塔利的婶婶，其实是塔利他爹的这个老朋友。 跟塔利的交情其实也不错。
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
面前那个塔利他婶婶也是一个上将，但是为了避嫌是不能当这次审讯的法官的。
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali'Zorah vas Nima, whatever we must call you legally.
这个刚才不是提到这个Quarian 的文化里面，其实跟船的关系很大。这里其实跟人类的那个人类其实也有类似的一个心态，就是对故乡的这种感觉。在 中国文化里其实不是特别的明显，但是很多的文化里，比如说现在的巴西，他们的名字你应该如果有了解的话，你应该知道巴西的人名是一大长串儿，那一长串里有一部分是故乡的名字是印在他个人的名字里面的，有这个因素在里面。其实你看他这个Tali的全名叫 Tali'Zorah Vasnima， 这个 Nima 是他所在的那个船的名字。当然这个名字在汉语环境上念出来非常奇怪就是了。然后刚才他婶婶见面的时候有提到Tali的名字官方名义上他的名字已经变成了 Tali'Zorah Vasnormandy， 就是官方层面上Tali已经被流放了。
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
现在名义上Tali已经是诺曼底的船员，然后以 Quarian 的法律被指控的一方的辩护方是这位 Quarian 所在船的船长，那么就是我们。
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you. This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali'Zorah Vasnormandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vasnormandy, your crew member Tali'Zorah stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
刚才那位这个男性 Quarian 上将反对，这么重要的议会，为什么会有人类在这里？反对。这个他婶婶不是为了避嫌，所以不是法官嘛，但是他也婶婶是在维护法庭秩序。说，女儿说啥呢？当时不是你把他的这个划到了诺曼底上吗？现在这个人类是诺曼底的舰长来给他辩护，你有什么意义吗？
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali'Zorah Vasnima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali'Zorah in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
刚才那个嘴炮的意思就是，我很荣幸来这里，这个为塔里做辩护，但是 在塔里的心中，他还是尼玛飞船的船员。我为尼玛飞船的舰长没有出面为塔里辩护感到惋惜。然后这一句话就拱火出来了，那两个上将开始对骂了。
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Oh.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
上船的时候不是塔里不是提到那个一直在往移民船团送这个 gas 的那个怎么说呢？送 gas 的碎片嘛。但是其实现在这个时间点上 ，Quarian 应该知道，但是我们 Shepard 其实不知道。那其实一个小剧透啊，gas 其实是软件，并不是硬件。一代的时候杀的那堆机器人，虽说是 gas， 但是 gas 核心意义上 gas 是软件，在任何的硬件平台上都可以运作的。所以这个概念延伸的话，他一直在往移民船团送这个 gas 的碎片。万一有些硬件上的软件还是活动的话，那不就相当于是活体，是 gas 活体了吗？所以这个指控是这个意思。然后现在出现了一个事情，就是在那个叫阿拉瑞的那个飞船上，那个飞船被 gas 袭击了，整个飞船的人都死了，包括塔里的父亲。然而这个事塔里刚听说。
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
查理已经忍不住了。你他妈的，你他妈的，我要回去见我爹，我要救我爹，你他妈说啥呢？中间的那个上将确实不是人揍的，叫什么 Kiros 还 Chorus。
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed. Understood. Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
阿洛尔飞船的 Geth 已经自己相当于自己维护成一支小的军队了，说明送来的那个 Geth 碎片上的软件被重新激活了。
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
所以说他婶婶这个表明面上却是维护秩序，但是其实背地里也摆了一手，就是阿洛瑞被袭击以及塔里他爹有危险的这个事儿，你想刚知道。然后他婶婶现在说是我们的目标就是这个让你就是怎么说呢，就是看你真实的这个反应，然后通过这个机会让你能洗脱罪名。
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Tali'Zorah only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Riel was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
这个沙拉然是给塔里接生的呀。
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
这个文化不错嘛。Quarian 生下来的时候，Quarian 是哺乳动物，也是从经塔里出来的。生下来的时候就是，因为这个 Quarian 现在穿这身衣服的一个大原因就是这个免疫系统太弱了，所以你想象一下，他们的孩子免疫系统更弱，所以出来之后就，你要么就是自然生产的话，就相当于被他妈保护着，要么就是现代科技下就直接出来之后要进一个，相当于一个维护舱吧。他们管人叫气泡，在一个大气泡里面待着，然后长大之后获得第一身防护服，这个相当于一个很隆重的仪式了。
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Riel was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
这个是讲他爹的，然后这个其实一代里的时候，他得跟 Shepard 讲过，就是 他DBH你除了是有上将职位之外，也是个研究人员嘛，实际上是一工作狂，就一直在从事对 Geth 的研究。
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that. Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
刚才那个在指控的那个阶段，能看出有几个上将之间本身就不和了。现在他审人说是上将之间其实因为这次袭击，这个已经有一些想法是要重新夺回他们的母星了，因为他们现在成为移民船团的一个大原因就是自己从母星上被 Geth 赶出来了。
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali'Zorah can.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Forrest 刚才中间的那个根本不人揍的。面前的这个上将估计也看他不顺眼了，而是赞扬 Shepard 让 Corris 上将比这个 Krogan 厕所还难看，好扯淡的一个比喻。
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
看来 这位上将对 Chorus 的看法就是，那孙子是个怂包。说是那个上将说是我们应该去寻找这个外星殖民的这个机会，而不是一直在想着如何夺回家园。这种心态在 Quarian 看来就是你是在扯淡，你就是个怂包。我们在外面漂泊这么久，就是为了能回家的那一刻。
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Garrow 和塔里他爹是曾经的在小时候是战友。
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
当时他们小时候把 Batarian 来袭击了，然后面前这个上将和塔里他爹，当时是在一个船上被袭击嘛，然后当时得到的命令是不要动，然后塔里他爹当时就说：“哎，我们都是小孩嘛，我们随便搞，大家不会说啥。”结果就超级家伙向前冲，结果这俩人居然成功了，把船拿回来了。
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
塔里他爹的研究一直是在研究 Geth 武器，所以就是目标是夺回母星。
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy, and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
但是刚才的谈话里能发现，就是即便在 Quarian 上将议会这帮人看来，现在是不是夺回母星的时刻的这个议题，也是大家都有各自的意见，根本谈不懂。先去那边，是不是那边先要对话，然后再回来？那边是死胡同，等现在这边比较好。一会儿再去跟那个怂包 Forrest 对话。
Call Rieger.
Rieger.
Shepard, Tali'Zorah. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the son on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
这个 Rieger 面前的这位 Quarian 是当时做塔利招募任务的时候唯一的幸存者，不能说唯一幸存者，是除了塔利之外的另外一个幸存者。
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali'Zorah. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrow are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
啊，对，让塔里去阿拉瑞救援的这个想法也是他提出来的。
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
还记得那个当时招募塔利的时候，在 Haystrom 的星球上，那个阳光辐射极为强烈，直接能穿透我们的盾。当时这个塔利他们团队过去就是要研究这个事情，结果 Gas 就袭击了他们。然后现在他们活着从那儿出来之后，就开始做研究了嘛，就分研究基本就指向了那个星系的恒星的内部出现了一些无法解释的事情。那么现在唯一能再解释这些无法解释的事情的话，其实跟我们人类现在一样啊，那是暗能量所造成的。
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star. Our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
看着这个恒星特别不稳定，辐射强大之后 ，Rigger 的意思就是，有时候我总觉得，在这个在移民船团里活着，其实是个好主意。
Have you been, Rigger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
这提到这个 Quarian 战争策略的问题。Shepard 就提到一点，就是你们 Quarian 免疫系统很差呀，那大气上来怎么办？你想，真正打仗的话，你吃个子弹，你那个表皮，不说表皮了，你盔甲都坏掉了。Quarian 这个盔甲不是为保护他们用的，保护他们免疫系统。你这盔甲一坏，这不感染吗？这很有可能就是，因感染而死的人可能会比因受伤而死的人还要多。然后 Rigger 提到就是Quarian 打仗基本不会正面硬拼，都是靠奇袭的。
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Tali'Zorah, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Admiral Zinn.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
这 Admiral Zinn 嘴很直嘛，就是如果你爹确实，如果你他里确实是那个送了一些 gas 活体，然后你爹还在研究的话，那你们全是傻帽。 这个听证会根本不需要开嘛。如果这是个意外的话，听证会也不需要开嘛。我们应该去这个应对战争了，开什么听证会
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zal'Koris would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
你想刚才几个上将，有一个上将是这个我们不应该跟 Geth 打仗，我们应该跑找个星球安居。另外一个上将的意思就是我们要夺回母星，因为要夺回来。然后这位上将的意思是，明显是个科学家，疯狂的科学家，我们要研究他。
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Zen 对 Geth 的看法，说呢，这么说吧，就是 Geth 他的看法就是Geth 是机械，然后 Geth 诞生的目的是为 Quarian 服务。那么我们 Quarian 针对这些机械，我们可以随时把它们给停掉，或者说把它们解体。这是它们只是机械。但是现在Geth 是已经产生了智能的 AI， 所以这就是一个伦理问题了。
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Han Gerel and the cowardly Zal'Koris be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali'Zorah is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
等于就是这次的审判其实是个幌子，是利用这个审判来探究 Quarian 的未来。
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali'Zorah. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
你要是疯了吧？
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
疯狂的科学家 ，Mad Scientist.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Vitor 就是2代第一个任务里面救下的那个 Quarian。
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Vitor 当时任务的时候发现 Vitor 是一个不擅长讲话，当时他是那个藏起来的。然后现在其实你想让他这个跳出来给塔里作证，其实他也不敢。
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Tali'Zorah and her father are out of control. This is on their heads.
继续，最后跟那个 Chorus 那个怂包谈话。
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Talia a favor by stripping Vasnima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Quib， 然后塔里补了一句，不要追问这个名字。这真有个选项能去问的。
Can you tell me anything about the LRI?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
其实 Chorus 你要说他是也是有想法的，并不是单纯的怂包，因为在他看来，这个Geth 把 Quarian 从母星上赶出来的原因是 Quarian 先动手的。
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Tali'Zorah was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali'Zorah. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Quib 这艘船并不是 Quarian 造的，是 Quarian， 反正是 Quarian 拿过来的。但是那个按照意思就是，宇宙飞船也是在银河系是有一个注册编号的，就跟现在的我们这个民航飞机一样。现在地球上所有的在天上飞的飞机都是有一个统一组织管理的注册编号。然后 Quarian 说是我不喜欢这名字，但我不能改呀，这是这个船的名字呀，这注册好的，改不了。
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali'Zorah. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
"现在开始正戏，有没有什么可以捡的东西？"
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Tali'Zorah is guilty.
If Tali'Zorah is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one. Even during the hearing, Tali'Zorah's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Tali'Zorah Vasnima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Tali'Zorah. Kila Selai.
I'm on it! Look out!
They should soften them up.
One less to worry about.
Eat this.
Something's slowing down the system. We're taking down the firewalls. Security protocols will take too long. Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Tali'Zorah ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
啊，原来是没有遵照安全流程，直接就冲进来了。
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haestrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haestrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
这帮 Quarian 专捡垃圾。
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
What's this?
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Tali'Zorah.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
啊，难道真是他爹把这些 Geth 给激活的？
Nothing's faster than Jatiga Voss Paws.
Hostile!
Moving to cover.
I'm on it.
Under the fire.
Understood. Like that one. Scoped and dropped.
阿丽怎么在那个位置上？
Punch through their arm. Burn.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
是在研究如何阻止 Geth 为自己重新编程。
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
We should keep moving.
Right.
Moving to cover.
"这个位置太奇怪，我觉得我得绕过去。 没打中啊。
Affirmative.
Moving to cover.
I'm on it. Never saw me coming. Oh. There we go.
Hostiles with obstacle countermeasure.
什么？第二次躺了，哪儿躺了？上面是不是？哦，你呀。楼上来怎么过去的？我奇怪，为什么这个位置会有一个？